Colonel D here, and I'm here with Matt Buschle from Colonel D Gourmet Herbs and Spices. You know, Matt, a couple of episodes ago, we made some compound butter, and it was in the brining episode.
Yeah.
Now, we brined the bird so that we would infuse some flavor back in it. Believe it or not, your bird, or whatever it is you brine, is going to actually gain a little weight in that process.
Well, salt water is heavier than water.
There you go. See, ask Mr. Science.
Yeah, don't.
So, what we're going to do today is show you how to take then, in another episode we did the compound butters, so we're going to put those together, and then in the end of the segment, we're going to cook this rascal and show you what it should look like, and it's going to be extremely tasty. So, Matt, what do you do to kind of get the butter in that bird?
Well, so after we've pulled this out of the brine, you want to come in and be able to lift up the skin here, and the easiest place to get in here is right where the skin separates at the breast, and then from there you just kind of start to work in down around the legs, up into the thighs, and then we take our compound butter in little pieces at a time, and honestly just work it into those joints and under the skin.
Now, one of the things that Chef Jeff did for us before we started this segment was he took it out of the brine and actually gave it a bath, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually washed it pretty good.
Get the salt off of there.
Well, and because the big thing is that the brine is definitely going into the bird from the inside, from the outside in. So the skin, if you don't wash that off and it sits on the skin on the outside of the bird, that stuff is going to evaporate, and you can get a pretty serious what a lot of people might consider too salty. The one thing that brining does help with, though, is that it does help with getting skin really nice and crispy.
Yeah, it does.
So
it's just fantastic. And this is the butter that we used our turkey blend in, and you want to make sure that you capture all of the drippings that come out of this bird, because this makes some of the most delicious gravy I have ever had. And believe me, I'm a Southern boy. I've had me some gravy. This stuff is fantastic. Now you're going inside the cavity too, because you want the whole bird to have this ability to get those wonderful flavors.
If you get a little bit on the outside, isn't going to hurt anything. But up underneath here, as this starts to melt, skin starts to cook, you are going to see that all this butter will melt down. And as you carve this, you'll actually see this green. You'll see this color under the skin, in between the skin and into just about every crack and crevice in this bird.
And one of the other things that we could do at this point is we could rough chop an onion, or rough chop some kind of citrus. Usually an orange is a good bet.
Yeah. Lemons are great.
Lemons, and stuff that up into the cavity and leave it in there while you cook the bird, because that's going to help keep the moisture in that bird and infuse those flavors into it as well. It makes for some delicious cooking. So I guess
I'll get this ready and we'll get it in the oven and let it cook.
All right, we'll show you what it looks like at the end.
All right, so the chicken from before. Little surprise for us though. Our skin split. Not planned at all, but it does show what that compound butter does underneath that skin. All of that flavor was trapped between the skin and the white meat. It comes down through the dark meat too.
Delicious.
And it basically just ends up self-basting through the entire cooking process. So that'll make a really, really glorious, in this case, chicken, but hopefully for your holiday turkey.
Make your turkey taste good. You won't want it any other way once you've tried it this way. All brined, and then with the and the compound butter. That's it.
Yeah, compound butters.
Compound butter added to it. It is luscious. Oh, thank you very much.
Cheers,
Bon
everybody.
appetit.